What's up? What's going on, Sports Juice Network? Back at it again with another episode for you today. Today is probably not the happiest day for the OU Boomer Sooner fans out there. I'll be 100% honest with you. I am sorry to report that your head coach is now leaving, but we're going to hop on into it. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you after the intro.
Everything sports related. Breaking news. Fantasy advice. Score updates. Weekly thoughts and more. This is the Sports Juice Network.
All right, check this out. If you live in Norman, Oklahoma, or if you live in Oklahoma, chances are you are an OU fan. All right, Oklahoma University, Boomer Sooner, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Lincoln Riley. Well, we're going to talk about Lincoln Riley today, and we're going to talk about what happened with Lincoln Riley. If you don't know who Lincoln Riley is, like we always like to give the backstory, Lincoln Riley is 38 years of age. He became OU's head coach back in 2017, and he has won 4 Big 12 championships since he's been there, and he's had 2 Heisman winning quarterbacks. Check this out. He pretty much just gave them the boot. He gave him the boot. He said, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get out of Norman. I gotta take my family. I gotta go somewhere else. No, that's not what he said. But reports have came out just this past week that Lincoln Riley has accepted the head coaching job for the USC Trojans. Holy smokes. He's going from Oklahoma to LA. Like he's out of there. He ain't coming back. I feel sorry for you Oklahoma fans. I know he kind of just put y'all in a bad situation, but he said, I gotta go. Anyway, let's get on into it, all right? He will be the 18th head coach in USC history. We all know Clay was there before he got there, but Clay was fired just like everybody else who's been there has been fired. Let's get into the contract details before we talk about anything else. Let's get into these contract details. It's insane. Right now, reports are that it's $110 million. I'm not sure what the years are yet, so don't quote me on that. It could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. I don't know yet. When I know, you will know. But right now, $110 million. Let's just start off by saying that is a lot of money. Boy, if you're a head coach, you are living life. Big bank take little bank. In order for him to come to LA, it gets crazier. All right, check this out. Lincoln Riley has 2 houses in Norman, Oklahoma. He has one that he was living in, and he had one that just got done being built, new construction that him and his family were moving into until this recent news. USC said, you know what? We'll make the transition for you easier. We'll buy both of these houses over asking price. Over $500,000 over asking price at that. Bam. Usually in the real estate market, when you put a house out, and you're getting ready to sell your house, you bump up the price a little bit because you want to make over asking price what you're doing. A lot of people don't make $500,000 over asking price. That's just insane. It's insane. And so for USC to go and say, we got it, come on with us. And not to mention, they are buying him a $6 million mansion in LA. He don't have to go looking for a house. He don't gotta go searching for an area to live. They say, we got you covered. $6 million, take this mansion, put your family in it, live happily ever after. I need to become a head coach in college, because I tell you, yes. To continue, also on his contract details, he has unlimited use, 24/7 use of a private jet, the same private jet that him and his family arrived on to LA from Oklahoma. Listen, if I had a private jet that I got to use every single day, whenever I wanted, I'd be going to Hawaii every weekend. Where you going, Hawaii? Where you going, Bora Bora? Where you going, Jamaica? Why not? I gotta pay for it. Also, I make $110 million a year, so why not? You know what I'm saying? Catch my drift? Anyway, those are insane. So I'm gonna go over it one more time. $110 million. USC is buying both of his homes over $500,000 of asking price. They're gonna buy him a $6 million mansion in LA, and he's gonna have unlimited use, 24/7 use, which is unlimited anytime he wants to. Flying hours are unlimited to a private jet. Holy smokes. Man, he kind of pulled a fast one. Reports showed yesterday of a white Suburban with tinted windows arriving in LA around 3 o'clock in the morning. You know who was on that? Majority of his coaching staff that was at OU with him. We got DC Alex Grinch. We got receivers coach Dennis Simmons. We got director of operations Coach Clark. We got strength and conditioning coach Benny Wiley. And then you got Lincoln Riley. So not only did he leave OU, he decided to take half his coach staff with him, which is, I mean, it's understandably so. Usually when you have success somewhere, you typically take those coaches with you, because here's what happens. If he was to go to USC and he didn't take any of his coaching staff, well, chances are the new coach that's going to come in, besides Bob Stoops, who's the interim head coach right now at OU, is going to come in and they're going to bring their own coaching staff, leaving those guys that are already there to bye-bye, get kicked out. Totally understandable. Everybody just found it sketchy how they all left at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, when everybody's asleep and everybody has to worry about who's what, where's what. It's crazy. Here's the big catch. Here's the big catch. Lincoln Riley came out on Twitter and he said, I will not be accepting the LSU job. We kind of knew it. We all knew it. He's not an LSU guy. He doesn't look like an LSU guy. But what we didn't know was he was in talks with USC. He said that he's been talking to USC just this past Saturday. He went home, he got a good night's sleep, talked to the family, and he decided to take the job. No. Don't sit there and lie to me, Lincoln. Don't lie to us. Don't lie. You cannot know. You are lying. You are not about to talk about a big move like that over one night and a good night's sleep. It ain't happening. I don't care where you live at, where you at, it ain't happening. It's just not, it's gonna happen. In reality, Real Talks have said that he's been talking to UFC officials, USC's director of athletics, for over drop my pen. For over 3.5 weeks. And I'm like, okay, that makes much more sense, if anything, because you're not, listen, Oklahoma to LA, that's a far move, man. And you got kids, you got a wife, you got all this stuff that's going on. So you can't tell me you talked about this for one day and decided to take the job. Then again, I could be wrong, but like I'm saying, common sense would tell me this talks have been in the works for a while. You're not just gonna up and leave OU just because they're going to the SEC and like, oh yeah, I'm getting out of here, I'm going to Pac-12. Deuces. Also, if that was the case, how would you have that much time to talk to your staff about going with you? That's a lot of coaches, that's a lot of families. Ain't no coach gonna go home and say, look baby, we moving to LA. Pack your stuff. Don't fly like that. Don't fly like that. You gotta go home and talk to the wifey, talk to the husband, wherever you know, what you're doing, and like, hey, I think this is a good idea for us to do. There's a lot of money involved, blah, 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 blah. So for those 4 coaches to go with them, chances are they've been talking about this for months. 4 months. 4 months. Now, is it a slap in the face to Bob Stoops? Kinda, sorta, but I mean, it's all good. Yeah, no, I find it crazy. I think here's the crazy part. I actually think USC has a real opportunity to get back on track with wins and being back noticeable in the Pac-12 and college NCAA football. Here's why. Lincoln Riley he's an offensive genius, man. Like I said, he's had 2 Heisman quarterbacks under him. He's also won 4 Big 12 championships, which, I mean, come on, it's kind of not easy. It ain't kind of easy, all right? And also, he's a young coach. He can recruit. Don't get me started on recruits. He can recruit, and a lot of people tend to like him. When he finally made he came out and said he was accepting that job at USC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 recruits, including a 5-star quarterback, skedaddled. They say, yeah, we decommitting. We ain't going there. We ain't going now. They haven't said where they're going, but they said they're not going to OU. Majority of the time when players commit, they don't commit to a school, they commit to a coach, which is sometimes kind of hard because you do have recruits who, you know, look the coaches in the face and say, hey, if I come here for 4 years, are you still going to be here? And the coach will be like, yeah, we're going to be here. And then they skedaddle. But yeah, OU has lost 5 recruits since Lincoln Riley has made his official news departure to USC. And rightfully so, it's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen just as he's recruiting now. I think it's a good move for USC. I think it's a slap in the face to OU, which it happens. I'm sorry, you OU fans, you Boomer Sooners. I know. Listen, you got Bob Stoops. He was there before. He's going to be the interim head coach. You know, hey, it is what it is. Be happy for Lincoln Riley. I'm happy for him. I'm happy to see what USC does because they've been in some turmoil for years, man. So I'm kind of excited to see what can happen with this team. But again, long story short, Lincoln Riley will be the new head coach of the USC Trojans. $110 million private use to a jet, a $6 million mansion, and both of his homes paid off and the money in his pocket. Congrats. This is just a short little video to tell you what's been going on. There's lots of more news coming. Like I said, Brian Kelly just accepted a job at LSU. Bob Stoops is stepping in as interim head coach for the OU. Sonny Dykes has just landed in a helicopter at TCU. So, I mean, this football, NCAA football world is getting shaken up, baby, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. This is the news I thrive for right here, just to see where all these coaches are going. So, thank you for tuning in this episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Yo!